T Don here. Okay, back with another live stream. I'm looking around because I got to check my laptop that has my preview on it, and it is way over here right now. It's where I can barely reach it. I can see the picture, but I can't really read anything over there. Anyway, back with another live stream, and I'm going to try again on the Acer laptop to get it to boot to the SD card with Fedora 29. And my previous video this morning, I chatted with Adrian, who is the developer for Super Grub Disk and Rescatux, and I was trying to use those to get it. Well, Super Grub Disk could boot it if possibly. I couldn't get it to work, and Rescatux can fix Grub, and so far nothing's worked. But so he just happened to see my video from the other day, and he wrote me a long, nice comment and offered to help. So he got on. He saw my stream today and got on and started helping me. And then he may call me on Skype and join me and help me if he has time here. Let's see. So I'm going to get. Let me think here. I got to think about what I'm going to do. Kind of have a plan that he gave me. Basically what he told me to do, And once he said it, I was like, oh yeah, okay. I'm going to do a kind of crazy thing, but this hard drive, I have a hard drive in it. I didn't think it was even in it when I started all this, but it's in there. It's aged, and you can format it. It seems to like FAT32 pretty well. You can format it with FAT32. It doesn't give errors, and you can write files to it. But then sooner or later, you're going to get I/O errors, in and out errors, read errors. And if you try to format it with any kind of operating system, I've tried at least 4 different Linux ones. I don't think I ever tried Windows on it again. But it used to have, I think it had Vista on it when I got it, but it was all full of viruses and everything. But anyway, it will just let you work along until towards the end, then it'll fail. And but when you run the tests on it, like with Parted Magic, with the different apps that are in there, which is what I usually use, I'm looking at it instead of the camera because I'm having to think about it. It helps me think about it. The camera's way up there anyway. I can't hardly stand to look up at it anyway. Best way I can do things in here. So I remember it's been a while since I did that, but I've checked it several times over the years. I've had it for several years. It was given to me. Excuse me. And it does not say that it's failing. It just says that it's aged and has some bad sectors and stuff. And all the other drives I've got like that, they run fine. They need to be well, like when you run Windows, like NTFS or FAT32, you can run check disk and fix disk and have it tell the operating system not to write to the bad sectors. And with Linux file systems, it's kind of hard. It's very different, but for the longest time, I started in 2005 with Linux and with Fedora. Actually, I was using one called Blag Linux. It was a remix of Fedora 5. And ext2 was the main file system then it went to ext4, and then ext3, and then now 4. Well, that's what the boot sectors, what the boot partition is used. And then, well, actually, but they put the home partition in an LVM, and they used to put I don't know why I'm going down all this, but they used to put the root partition in an ext3. Right now, Fedora 28, 29, ext4 is what they do, the boot partition. Then they have an LVM2, and inside of that LVM2, they have an ext4 root, ext4 home, and a swap partition. And to make, so I think that makes the booting more complicated. I'm having the hardest time trying to explain what I was thinking about. So anyway, it does make it a little more complicated, but of course the installer has they figured all that out. But trying to do something odd by, okay, the BIOS, here's one of the main things. The BIOS does not see my SD card. And I kept thinking it should work because one way or the other, because, well, I thought, well, I could boot to the hard drive and then have grub point to the SD card, which, well, Adrian thinks that should be able to be done too, and he was trying to help me, he was helping me figure out how to do that. And the things I didn't, kind of figure out why the things I did didn't work, And I really thought it would be pretty easy that I would just install grub on the, well, first I was going to use, Rescatux or whatever to install grub on the hard drive because I already had Fedora 29 on the SD card with grub. That didn't work. So then I tried the reverse. And now I'm going to try putting an ext4 boot partition on the hard drive along with grub, and then the rest of the operating system on the SD card. And first I was thinking about doing it kind of manually, making a grub ext4 partition, copying the files over. We were saying maybe I should do that. The more I thought about it, I thought, and then use Rescatux to fix the boot. But then I got to thinking, what about, I think grub uses checksums. And if it doesn't see the right checksums on that boot partition, it may not work. That's when I started thinking, well, I had to take a break and then I had to eat. I realized while I was taking a break, and I had to reboot everything because it was all getting tired. And and while I was eating, I had to eat. And so while I was eating, I started thinking about that. So then I thought, well, maybe I should just try to do a custom install. There, you can do a custom install. It's really harder in the new, easier installer than it was in the older one to me. And because I had to learn how things work for the most part. I mean, I'm nothing compared to somebody that develops, Rescatux and Super Grub Disk. So I'm really happy to have help from him. But I guess I can know the basics. And anyway, I think maybe I'm going to get into that installer and see if I can't see how to. I've done a couple of custom partitioning setups, before. Kind of doing them in a different way. Well, really, what I did was Fedora, back in 1920, 21. They would just almost divide your drive up half and half with root and home partition. Well, the home partition is the one you put all your personal files on. So I would fill it up in no time. And, of course, I'm kind of bad about installing a lot of apps, too. So, but anyway, they did change that over the years. They don't kind of divide them in half. Now it's like 1/3, not even a third root, less than that, and then the rest is home. And that's pretty good unless you really install a whole lot of apps. But anyway, I used to do the size of root and home partitions that I wanted. That worked for me. But that was in the old installer. So I'm just kind of hem-hawing around trying to explain stuff. But maybe that somewhat explains what I'm going to try to do. I was thinking that I would make I can still do that, make an ext. I guess I'm harder than I realized I was. I'm just not really. I think I'll be better off just getting at it, and maybe I won't hem-haw around so much. Okay, so I'm going to get on my camera too so that it can show the monitor. But what I will do, once I get it booted up here, I'm going to make sure everything's working. Oh, I see. There's a bit of a delay. Once I get it booted up, I want to make sure my stream was still working. Okay, booting it up. Now, I'm going to edit the grub boot menu on this. I'm using Fedora 29 net install. And now, of course, anytime you use one of these installers, the first time you run it, the default is to test this media. And the first time you run it, you really shouldn't do that, because you never know when your media didn't get written right. Used to especially be a common thing when it was CDs and DVDs. But if it's not written right, you're going to go through a lot of aggravation if it, when it doesn't work. So now I'm going to put it up there on the top one using the up and down arrow keys, and I'm going to hit Tab. Now I'm seeing the boot menu line, the commands, and all I have to do on this one doesn't work on the regular like Mate or whatever installer, Nate Desktop, the regular installers, but on the net install, this is built into it. See, type space inst.vnc. That's for VNC remote desktop. Now, well, you can't read it anyway, I don't think, but it's not showing up on the screen because it's not fitting right for some reason. It does that with this. Lucky that it does work at all, actually, because this is a laptop with a broken screen. You can only see the top left corner of it, and I have the VGA cable plugged into it going over to my monitor. So that's what we're looking at, is my monitor. Now, that should, if I type the right command, I think I did, then, yeah, starting up network for VNC. So we're going to have a VNC remote desktop server up and running here in a minute. And when it gets up and running, I can go back to my machine and log into it with the VNC viewer and show a desktop video of it. That's one reason why I like this installer for making videos especially. But I kind of like the options it has in it too, the net installer. It takes a little longer because once you select your options and it downloads from the Fedora server, the installation, whatever you pick to install. But it's the newest version, you're up to date as soon as you do install. Okay, so it says, please manually connect your VNC client to 192.168.0.82 port 1. It doesn't use the normal 5900 port for VNC. So you got to, if you're familiar with VNC like I am, that might throw you off. It did me the first time. I use it a lot. Let's see. I got Skype opened up over there so that if let's see, get back on the desktop, boy, that would be bad. Okay, I did that the last time actually. Last time I did this, I forgot to get on the desktop. I actually tried to get on the desktop, but I accidentally clicked camera and I was showing my face. But I have Skype running in case I want to use it, and I guess I'll open up VNC right there. It'll be fine. Already forgot what that said, but the last thing I used was that. I'm pretty sure that's it. And there's no password, so it just logs right in. So now I can start that install for about the 4th time, and I think I'll go to, let's see, F11. Yeah, it gives me full desktop, full screen. And so for me, English, and we're ready to go. It's already defaulted to write what I need. Takes a little bit. It's especially over the remote desktop, but it does even if you're on the machine, directly on the machine. And first thing it'll be doing is in the middle there, downloading the group metadata. It's going to be finding the closest mirror to download everything from, and then you'll want to, and the metadata for the software selection is downloading that, and that's where you'll go select the software. But for right now, there's other things we can do. Keyboard is already done. The time and date, that's Denver, is wrong for me. I want Central Time, which is Chicago, actually. Because I guess it's right on the edge, all the way. See, I'm in Texas, and so Chicago goes all the way over to, well, it doesn't take up all of Texas, but it goes over way past where I'm at. Okay, so the done button's up here at the top left instead of the bottom right, like most applications. But I'm getting used to that now. And throat's getting dry. I may have to have another cough drop. Earlier I had trouble with a lot of sinus, and now I've already done a 3 hour, something like that, 3.5 hour stream today. I don't do well with talking a lot. Okay, so yeah, just right then is when that stuff came in. So I'm not going to do the software mirror yet. First I'm going to select the disk and work on all that. Then I'll select my software. I'll go ahead and do my network before I forget. I don't want to leave it on localhost, local domain. And this is for my web server. It's called bishopco.com. I usually call it BishopCo, but I've actually got another machine that has that name. My NetProMax, the one that the Ethernet stopped working on it. It's a desktop machine. I thought, you know what, I could use this old laptop. It's been under the bed for years. I didn't have anything really to use it for. I'm going to just call it BishopCo Acer again. That's what I did last time. And because that, you know, that's just a local name of the machine. The local, and on your local network, get to the machine by, instead of the IP address, you could use, you know, bishopcoacer.local domain, but I find it easier to just use the IP addresses. And I guess I'll go ahead. I'm going to configure the wireless. Oh, look at all the neighbors. I don't want them, though. Let's see. But the crazy thing is, okay, that's good, 52 megabits. That's probably the best you'll get on a laptop with 54 megabits top speed. But every time this is the third time now I've done this, and usually you'll sit there and watch it drop down to 1 megabit. So I'll go ahead and configure it, and then I turn it off, because on laptops, just like every one I've had, I got 3 of them. All 3 of them, and I've worked on some for other people, 2 or 3 different ones. And the ones I've had, you know, mine, I've messed with them long enough to see that they always want to, if you have the wired and the wireless plugged in, they tend to want to default to the wireless connection. And I don't care what operating system you're in, Windows or Linux, you know, XP, 7, Debian, Fedora. Maybe it's got something to do with the hardware or something. I don't know that it would do that in all those different operating systems. But here's the thing. Well, it defaults to them, and I don't see them sharing. I even tried setting up network bridges in Linux to make them share and see if it would be faster, but I didn't see it being faster. Like getting a better speed test or something on the internet. Because I had 60 megabits for a long time. Now I have 200 megabits down and 10 up. So definitely nowhere near that. Neither one of them, you know, together they wouldn't even be 200 megabits. You know, it'd be like 152. But you really don't get but maybe 95 out of 100 megabit Ethernet card chip. So at the best. So anyway, you will end up with like the reason I figured all that out is because I used to watch my TV. I had a different laptop, one that I'm not just in the other room right now. My mom's using it. I had it in here where the Acer's sitting on this tray to my computer rack. And it was had S-video output on it, and I had the S-video cable run around to the VCR, to the TV, to an old CRT TV. I watched TV every night before bed like that for years, or web videos on the TV. And I noticed I'd be having trouble quite often with it caching and lagging, with the video caching. And and so finally I figured out that it was the Wi-Fi causing that, because it was always using the Wi-Fi instead of the wired, even though the wired was plugged in. I don't like to turn the switches off on them because I forget they're off, and I think they're broke, and I forget what, different machines, I forget where the switch is on them. I can't see them, especially when it's like when I used to use them at night and stuff. With the lights down, lower, less lights on. Anyway, I'm going off into sidetrack stories again. So I'm just going to turn it off, and then I don't know what the commands are, but I do know there are commands to turn it on and off. So with it configured already, that's all you'd have to do is turn it on and off if you did need it. It would be good. I just think it's good to have it as a backup. Now on the wired, it always just shows 100 megabits, but if you do a test, you can just do an internet speed test, and if you got 200 megabits down and if you get 100, great, but the most I've seen on 100 megabit Ethernet PCI card or onboard is about 95, maybe 97. But you'd be surprised sometimes they're like 35 and 50 and stuff. So anyway, that could be a backup, but I have learned not to leave them both on at the same time, especially if you've got fast enough internet that it matters. Okay, so now I've got my closest mirror that's selected automatically. Got everything configured except for the software that I want, which will be I'm going to select, set up server, web server, and the destination. And I go ahead and do that. All right, now it sees my SD card. It has every time just fine. Sees that hard drive. Now, I'm going to select them both, and I'm going to say down here I would like to make additional space available, because see, this one already has Fedora 29 on it, so it's full. There's only 1,023 kilobytes free, and this hard drive is formatted as FAT32, but I need I need exactly 1.1. I remember seeing it earlier today, 1.1 gigabyte ext4 for that boot file system. And so I'm going to try using right here. Okay, so there's automatic, which is really works well, and it's the easiest way to do it. Then there's custom, and then there's advanced custom Blivett GUI. So what I'm gonna try doing is do the advanced, and then to edit my partitions, because Blivett GUI is a partition editor. Then I'm gonna probably come back and, well, I still can't do automatic. I'll probably have to do custom. We'll see. Maybe I'll just stay right in there. We'll see. Okay, so now you say done. And there, you can click on that to see a full disk summary and bootloader, but I haven't done all my work yet, so we're going to have to say done so that it'll take us into that Blivett GUI. Now, this is a little, well, it's not like gparted. It's more like genome disks that I've used also for years, on and off. Now, this one doesn't need any, this is SDA, yeah, VFAT. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do, edit, format, set mount point. Okay, let's see if it'll let me do any of the things I want to do. Format, set mount point. Okay, I do have just a few files I had saved on there, but they're not real important, so I guess I'm going to have to, this may not be as good of a, I may have to do it, I may have to change my mind and do this with, I thought I would try it, may have to change my mind and do this with delete selected device, add a new device, edit selected device, unmount, it's not mounted, okay, unlock open selected device, display information about the device. VFAT. We'll which is FAT32. Okay, so they're not giving me any. I wanted to resize it and then make that I wonder. I want to resize it, but you know, Fedora can do that for you. Maybe it would if I go into that other section of custom. Let's don't do that just yet. Now this one, okay, yeah. So now here's what I was talking about, the LVM. See, it's divided up in root, swap, and then it has free space. That's really weird. Normally it's root, swap, and home. This one has a root, swap, and free space. This is the partition that I would copy the files off of if I was going to do it that way. I kind of hesitate to delete those right away. Let's say done. Error checking configuration, click for details. Okay. You have not defined a root partition which is required for installation. Okay. Well, let's do it this way then. Set mount point. Yeah, it's not super hard, but you've got to remember exactly how it goes, and that's pretty hard for me to remember. The problem is, if you say, uh-oh, I want it back out of there, how are you going to get out? If you, like I was saying, well, I think I want to do it differently. Let's see what they'll let you do in here. Resize, yeah. Now, I guess it can't resize a FAT32 is the problem then. It can resize ext4, format, set mount point, and you can modify parents. Okay. Parents of the LVM, which is, see what we can do in here. XFS. Oh, it's using XFS. I thought it was using ext4. Format, set mount point, swap, free space. So I don't think it had, something might have just not went right with this install, and I didn't realize it because I saw this earlier today in the previous video because I put this in my USB SD card in the USB adapter and mounted it up on my machine, and I thought it didn't have a home partition. I thought, And I got to thinking, well, maybe I forgot to I didn't put my regular username in there like I always do, and maybe it didn't make a home partition because I just didn't do that. But that's just free space. It should have not wasted that much space and just left it there. Okay, so, well, there's not anything important enough for me to just completely start over, I don't think. Format. You know, it really doesn't matter if the whole thing is ext4. I think that's how I would do it. I'm not 100% sure. I might need a like that, but I don't think so. Okay, now can you Yeah, so you can't, Blivit does not work with, oh, there it is, VFAT. Yeah. Cancel. What I was wondering is, could I resize it? I don't see a resize on there. There's an undo there. Now, oh, no, I'm going to go ahead and delete all this because it's not giving me the delete option here. Now will it? Yeah. Because if there's something wrong, then it's best to start over. Okay, now it's all free space. That's what I want. Should all be free space now. It's not done yet, but this is what's going to happen. Okay, I believe it's. Oh, okay. Now that I've taken all that, when I took each one of those out, now it will let me. Where'd it go? Now I can delete that. Maybe I could have already. I didn't see it. Yes, I want to delete everything. Now, this is how I want this one. And then hopefully I'll be able to, even if I have to reboot, you know, I can get back to hopefully that'll work. Boot. Okay. I can get back to the automatic partitioning, or at least a semi-automatic. I think I'm going to need semi-automatic. You have not defined a root partition, which is required for installation of Fedora to continue. You have not specified a swap partition, although not strictly required in all cases. It will significantly improve performance of the installations. Okay. Well, we may have to try to do it customly. I do not remember it being XFS. Maybe it's doing that because it's an SD card. I hadn't thought about that. Which, you know, that might be the best thing. I hadn't thought about that. Because I hadn't paid any attention, I just let it do it automatically. But yeah, flash memory, I have. They don't recommend. I remember they didn't recommend you don't use NTFS or ext4, any of those. They recommend VFAT and I guess XFS. I think XFS would be the newer one that they recommend for it. Okay. So I don't need. If I'm going to start from scratch, I'm really. Kind of be shooting from the hip, but what I think I need is an LVM volume group, and then put all those others inside of it. advanced options, I think I'm about as advanced as I need to be. I'm going to do it that way. Call it Fedora 29. Now, what I believe I need to do is, go down here and say, I'm going to stick with the XFS because Fedora 29 installer did that. Root, name, mount point. I don't know about the name, and I'll just call it root. I think I can do that. But I want it to be, I was talking about dividing them in half. Let's see, 15 is 30, but we don't have 30. Let's see. I don't need a lot of home space, so this is the web server, so I mostly need space for things that go in a root, so yeah. I'm going to say 20 gigabytes. Since I'm really not logical, LVM2 logical volume, yeah, okay. Thin pool, I've seen that before. Not quite sure what thin provisioning, I mean, but I don't know how to use all that. Okay, so I believe this is what I want to do there. Oh, I forgot about that. Let's undo that last action because I forgot about swap space. They made it like 4 something gigabytes. Actually, inside of the LVM, it should be, I wonder if that XFS is going to be in a regular, on a regular hard drive, it always does ext4. Let's just keep with XFS, I guess. Okay. Okay, we'll just do like it did last time. We'll do, let's see, no, that's not going to be, let's see, 15, what did I say, 20, 30. I want to make sure I have enough on my website and for updates. And then I'm really not going to be putting anything in the home partitions or anything. I'm going to, I already said 20 and then decided it wasn't enough. 5, 4, and 5. 20, yeah, that's 9.82. I'd have been fine with 20. 4, if I do 4, I think it was 4.5 for the swap. I just realized that I have no idea if that Skype makes a noise. No, I don't think I missed a call or anything. So, let's see. Yeah, okay. Because oh, the chat. Yeah, look, earlier Adrian came on my chat, but okay, nothing in there. He might not be able to do it. I never know. Okay, so let's see. Instead of trying to, I know it's not big numbers, but sometimes I can do that in my head. Sometimes I can't. I can't do it right now. So 29.82, could just say 29. Oh, 29. 29.82 minus 4.5 minus 20, at least 532. Yes, I think I will do 20 gigabytes. I just got scared there for a minute. I thought I wasn't enough space. You can use your arrow keys to keep going. I I just think it ought to be ext4, but then again, that might be bad on an SD card. So let's go with XFS because that's what it did before. So it must be okay for Fedora to run on XFS. Oh, and this is going to be root. I don't know if you have to. I don't do this custom setup hardly ever. It's been years. I can't remember if the name needs to be different than the label, but I'm thinking maybe it doesn't matter. So we'll try that. Okay. Now then, I want to add, and I saw how they did it, and I would have put the swap at the end, but they're doing it swap in the middle, so I'll do it that way. Now this time I want swap. And what I want is just 4.5 like it said. Let's see. And you don't have to give it a mount point. You don't mount swap. And I think it was 4.5. It could have been 4.1 or something, but I don't think it was like 4.82 or something like that. That should be plenty, 4.5. Okay, now 5.32 free space. And we're just going to make that be home. Home. Okay, so now we've got XFS root partition, and then a swap, and then an XFS home, and ext4 on here. I can't resize it or anything. You know, I could do that later probably without a problem. After I'm finished, if it works, if I decide I want to do that. Let's see, I should be, I think I did it right. No, it's still saying that I have a problem. ext4. Yeah, that's the LVM. 24. Boot. And I did that. So I'm looking at the information on them now. I wonder if I do need to do the trailing /. I wonder if that's what's wrong. Try it and see. If it's wrong, it might tell me. Okay, there's no mount point there. It's always one way or the other. You have to get it right, so maybe that's it. I was thinking that you didn't want the /. Still says all error. Oh, here we go. You have not defined a root partition, which is required for installation of Fedora. Continues. It's invalid. Root directory must be on the file system. Oh. So, it don't want to let me do it because this is my whole LVM that I set up is outside. It's on that SD card outside of the main file system, evidently. So, okay. Well, I haven't done anything yet. You know, that's kind of cool that it doesn't let you do it when you don't have it right. I guess the way we were talking about doing it is the only way I'm going to do it. I don't think I'm going to do in the last actions over and over and over to try to get out of here. But what I think I'm going to have to do is to get out of there is reboot the system or shut it down, and I don't think I'll be able to get back in there. I mean, out of there. I just don't see any way to get out of there. So, the earlier idea may be what I'll have to do. I think I'll just leave it like it is while I go. I'm going to disconnect from it. I can always reconnect. And so I have my USB stick that I was fixing to put. I wish I could remember. I think gparted is on Rescatux. Unable to mount ISO image. Okay. Now, checking everything there on my stream, making sure that it works. And okay, now I'm gonna get Fedora Media Writer, open that up. Now I get really worried about messing up my backup drives. It'd be much more of a catastrophe than if I messed up my operating system. But I was just unmounting them. Well, I realized in the previous video here that if you go looking around, you can still see the. I'm going to get a custom image, and once I get in there, you can still see the drives even when they're unmounted. So you can still ruin them. So you just got to be careful. Alright, so I'm going to go on my Seagate expansion drive. Actually, the 8 terabyte is a backup of the Seagate expansion. The Seagate expansion is, you know, my backups from everywhere. So I guess even if I did run one of them, I would still have the other one. But so I'm just going to treat, you know, that 8 terabyte drive as an untouchable. It's the real backup drive. Backup of the backup is what it is. But anyway. Now what I'm thinking is Linux distros and ISOs. Yeah, Rescatux. I have I want Rescatux, okay. He wrote something in his chat to me, and then I tried to find it again, and I couldn't find it. But about which version to use would be the best to use. This is 51B3. I went ahead and click on it. Now, it's automatically selected my USB stick, the SanDisk cruiser pattern. I just remembered something, though. I need to restore that. I need to reformat it. It says restore it to factory settings, but what it means is reformat it. So I guess, I don't know if this will make this. Last time the app was acting up on me, but that seems okay. Yeah, I need to but I'll make sure that it says SanDisk cruiser pattern. That's my USB stick. That's the thing. If you do any of this, you reformat your backup drives, you lost, you know, all your backups. So, okay, restored. Now, I am wondering, let me get, before I even go any further with that, I'm going to make sure I really have the one that might be, you know, that would be the best. I don't think I can see that chat anymore. I think once the live stream is gone, the chat's gone. There's something really weird about that on YouTube. Actually, I think, let's see, it's taking a bit to load up. Yeah, I'm just going to go to my, let's see, go to my videos, I guess. If I go to the live dashboard, I'll see the one I'm doing right now, of course. Okay, so, but what I'm wanting is to chat from the last stream, the one that had a chat. I mean, now, yeah, I don't think that shows up. I'll click on it in this section. See if it says anything. It always says the chat. Well, it always says the chat's not available, but I never have anybody talking to me. So it has been in there long enough that I can, you know, view it, edit it, do what I want to do. But that's not actually what I'm wanting to do right now. Let's see what I'll have to do, though, to see, now that I know it's completely like rendered and everything on YouTube, I can go to YouTube and then go to my channel and see, it shows that I'm live now, but I want to go to that previous video. I haven't edited or anything, so it still says it's a live video too. There it is. Now let's see if it has chat in there. Yeah. Oh, well, where are they? Oh, maybe they only show. There's no problems with writing to it or anything. It's just something about the way. Yeah, there we go. Oops. Oh, and that's exactly what I was. Let's see. If you want to try something other than 202's 10, then try 202's 9. Okay, now this is Adrian, the developer of Rescatux, so he knows what he's talking about. I'm just going forward with my arrow keys trying to see like the next thing he said. So that's how that works. It comes in as same, you know, it doesn't just all come in, it comes in. I've never had it work before, so I didn't know. It comes in as, you know, in time with your chat. I mean, with your video is what I'm trying to say. I don't see any more. Should be more by now. I'll hit enter. Oh, there wasn't really anything more. There we go. Oh, okay. That's before I realized he was there. Okay, so 202's. The version I have is, and I just got it. Yeah, see? Let's see. What I don't know is if I downloaded the beta or what, I don't remember. .3, now what did I say I had? That's Super Grub Disk. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get in my folder on my backup drive so I can see. .51B3, that's what I have. Which is probably, yeah, .51B3 is probably the beta. Yeah, .51B3, that's what I have. So I actually don't know what he was talking about. I'd have to be asking him. If you want to try something other than 202S10, then try 202S9. I don't know, maybe some of the doesn't have them like all, if they have it all listed together on a page, like all the different versions, then I don't know where it is. So this is kind of some of the stuff he's told me he was going to probably redesign on the side too. But at least that's what I understood him to say in the original message. 4.09 beta. So I think the one I have, one thing, it's the newest. So of course it could have some bugs in it. You know, betas can have, probably are going to have bugs in them. But I do remember him saying, what did he say? Don't just do the stable, use the stable, the newer stable. You know, what is it called? I forgot. I guess if it went all the way towards the end, we'd be able to see. There we go. Let's see. There we go. Oh, we were talking about Super Grub Disk is newer than stable 1. Okay, current, yeah, current stable is newer than stable 1. Okay, right. Okay. That's all he had to say about that. Okay. So I don't need to download it again or anything. Just checking back over there. Now it's done it. It's gone. When you leave it, go off and do other things, it starts whacking out, so I'm going to have to close it. But I did get the SD card reformatted. Let's see. It's a bit distracting But I don't want. Last time I missed him, I really just forgot. I mean, I tried to remember, and then I forgot, and I had missed him for I don't know how long, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. Luckily, he wasn't just sitting there. He said he was at work, and he was just kind of had the video playing, in the background. But I did catch him at least before he completely gave up on me. And he helped me quite a bit. Let's see. Okay, go back to Fedora Media Writer. Let's see. Oh, well, I guess it didn't do the work. It just, it's saying the same thing again. So the SanDisk cruiser pattern, restore. Okay. Yeah, the last time it just did it in an instant. So I wonder if it didn't actually work right. Okay, now custom image. And go back to my Seagate expansion drive because that's where I've got them. And the thing is, I think I saw Grub Gparted on there. And if it's on there, then I won't have to. If it's not on there, I'll have to put like Fedora 29 or 28 live on here, and then put this on there. Assuming that I'll need it, but I probably will. But if this has Grub Gparted, then I can just use it from there and use it for the Rescatux as well. Okay, SanDisk cruiser pattern right to this. So I'm going to take a chance and that my memory it worked. Guess I could have went and looked at like software features, couldn't I? See what software. There might be a list of what software's on there. There's features I know. I don't know if there's a list of all the software on there or not. It might be writing long enough for me to to go look. I thought it was going to be really, really quick, but maybe not. So let's go to the back to the side. It may not have that. I don't know. Oh, let's see if it has Gparted mentioned on there at all. Maybe it doesn't. I used to have, well, this SD card I'm trying to use right now, I used to have easy to boot with all my rescue stuff, virus scanners, everything I could need. Like it was my rescue tool, But I took it off. Well, I won't go into all of it again, but anyway, I don't have one anymore right now. So I just don't have enough, removable media to do that right now. Oh, it did that again. That's really getting old. Oh, I keep forgetting that happens. It pretty much happens every time you go off of the screen and open something else up. Now, isn't that weird? If you stay right there with it, I haven't been having trouble. It says it's successful. Well, I hit cancel. Well, it was asking me, do I want to, I think, what does it do when it's finished? It says, do you want to, so I'm going to, do you want to erase your media, your ISO file, delete it? So I took it out and plug it back in. To check it before I Oh, this one, it can't mount this one for some reason. Remember that from last time now. Well, it did. I didn't read the error. Should have read the error, huh? I'll just double click it there. See, because I remember last time okay, now it has a little boot, EFI, ISO Linux, live. Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to be able to see what software is in there. Safely remove drive, but also going to have to eject that. It always does that on those things. I'm kind of thinking it may not have departed, but I won't know for sure until I try it. So I guess I'll try it. Oh, now it's back to normal. So I guess it was okay. Okay. And so we'll go back to the camera view so I can, when I switch to the okay, I'm just going to have to hard shut it down to get out of there. Actually, it didn't need to be hard shut down. It just shut down normally, which was good when I hit the power button. Now I'll boot it back up. Now I'll have to use the camera unless I go through a lot of trouble to try to run, you know, a VNC app in this little live distro that comes with it, the main distro. Let's see, yeah, AMD64, that's fine. The default, I think you have to hit go. It will boot in 47 seconds. So. Now, what's it saying? Error on device SRO. That's a DVD, CD DVD drive, and there's nothing in it. So. Now, all that formatting I tried to do, none of it got done unless something went horribly wrong. Okay, yeah, now. Yeah, it's just like a white square rectangle. I mean, it doesn't look like it shows up on the video at all. And then on the right it says login. And so you just got to click login. Last time I kind of waited because I thought it might auto log in. But what Adrian said was that was so you could choose other languages and stuff. But it doesn't show anything but just a rectangular and a login. Now, it could be that it's because of the laptop screen and all that stuff. But you know, there's nothing to choose there. So you can't move it either. Okay, I thought maybe I could drag it back over. And like I said, my laptop screen's broken. So if it looks any different over there on that screen, if there's like more of it. Sometimes things get split between screens when you have two screens like this. So if some of the information is over there, I couldn't see it because of that broken screen. Only see the top left corner of it. It's not. Well, in the previous videos, I showed, I showed it, but I'm not going to do that now because I want to do the best I can to show what I'm actually doing here. So anyway, click to log in, and now it's logged in, and it automatically opens up the Rescatux Rescap. But let's see. See if yeah, Gparted is there. It sure is. Okay, so what is it I want to do? Let's look at the Resc app and see what else is in there. Restore Grub. I actually already have Grub on the hard drive, but I tried the fix and it didn't work. What I did is last time I installed Grub. Oh yeah, it's messed up anyway. I need to reinstall. I think the installation didn't even work right. Last time I installed Grub on the hard drive and Fedora, the rest of Fedora on the SD card. At least I thought I did. but I see that the home directory is not there, and that could be. I thought it was giving falling into the emergency grub rescue area, which is what it does, because it was pointing to the FAT32 file system, and of course it can't boot to that. There's not even any operating system on it. But grub can boot to FAT32 file systems. It can boot to Windows 98 or whatever you have on there. I've actually used to have a system I built that way one time. I actually put XP on a FAT32 for some specific reason one time, and used Scrub to boot into it. I think it was a Windows and Linux system, and anyway. And you can click on gparted from right here. Okay, cool. So it is there. So you could either go down there and go to it, or you can go to it from here. But what hit me a while ago, I don't think I ever finished my sentence. I was looking at all the custom install options, and I saw BTRFS. BTRFS is, I think I've already tried that. It's supposed to not use any bad sectors and do a lot of other cool stuff. And so I tried to install a Linux distro using BTRFS as a file system on this drive to see if it would work. I don't think it didn't work. Everything I tried didn't work. I know that much. And I think I tried that. I know I put it on one system, and, well, actually, BTRFS was the default file system instead of ext4 for a while in Fedora. And I did run it for a while, and I don't remember. I know they decided to quit doing it, and I think maybe I had some kind of trouble. It's still considered, they still consider it, I think they still call it beta, BTRFS file system. I was thinking about putting it on my backup drive, and I decided it wouldn't, the administration of it, if I had to do any work on it, if I had any trouble and had to fix something, I didn't. It was everything had to be done in the command line. There was no, GUI tools for it or anything. And so I decided to stick with the ext4 because you can fix and edit and resize it with gparted and other GUI apps, and that's better for me because one wrong typo, which I do constantly, because my eyes swap letters and numbers and you break everything. So and plus you have to either learn all the commands or read them and copy and paste them, or read them off and type them. And copy and paste is the only thing I can really do, get it right. Anyway, trying to think, what is it exactly I want to do? Let's go open gparted. We'll just do it from there, I think. No, let's go back. Let's just open gparted. Let's see. I'm going to minimize this so I don't mess that app up, because I do want to probably use it later. What do we have? We got several terminals. Rescatux, you can start it from there. You have Firefox, ESR, and IceWeasel, both Firefox web browsers. You got LeafPad, a text editor, image viewer, an archiver, and in the preferences, it has. I thought that said. I just went to it thinking it said, well, you would expect it to be in System Tools, but it's in Preferences. Preferences is usually way up close to accessories and stuff. Anyway. Here's all your settings. Synaptic Package Manager. So you could probably install something in here. It wouldn't stay because it's a live system, but if you needed something really bad, like say a VNC viewer or something, you probably could install it. Now that makes me want to do that. Let's see if it could be done. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do a search for just do a search for VNC, and then let's see if seems to be too much coming up. Try it again. Try VNC server. Maybe it'll narrow it down. Yeah, Synaptic's got a real good KRDC. KRFB is the one that I usually use. Let's see. Let's try KRDC. That's a client, yeah. Vino, that was the one I always used to use for Genome, but I doubt it has the, this is not the Genome desktop, this is LXDE or something, I think. Guess if I looked in there I could find out. LX session, yeah, LXDE. Okay, so it's a not good lightweight desktop. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can actually install KRFB. That one I know, I use it all the time, and you can, I don't know if you can install it in L. There it is. Let's see if it'll work. It's going to be quite a bit. You do too much, and you know I've got 2 gig of RAM, but that's not the whole end of, you know, whole lot. I mean, this is not going to be maybe 20 gigabytes or something. I mean, megabytes at the most. But okay, now it's ready to go. Now hit apply. Now this is nice. Well, it's going to be more than I thought. It's going to be 391 megabytes used. Way more than I thought. But I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be fine. Devane is very lightweight in resource usage. And I'm not going to be using a lot of heavy resource stuff. So you can do that and see what's happening as it happens, but it's going so fast you can't really look at it. It kind of bothers my eyes a lot, so I won't leave it like that. But yeah, this is how fast Yum used to install stuff. DNF, oh my gosh, I don't even want to think about how long this would take. I don't know why so many things have gotten worse in Fedora in the last few years instead of better. I like Fedora, and it's what I know the most about. But and for my servers, I like Devane, but you know I'm so much more familiar with the with the commands, and you have to use the command line more than you used to have to. And I'm learning more and more because I'm having to. I never used to want to, you know, because it was just because, like I said, my eyes and all that stuff is just really hard for me to get things right. But and it's really frustrating to just keep trying and trying over and over for hours, and you just got 1 or 2 little things wrong, and that's all it takes. But anyway, for my servers especially, well, it doesn't really matter. Servers or your daily desktop. I've just always really thought that the SC Linux, Security Linux system is just imperative to have something like that. And Devane doesn't have anything like that I know of. They haven't ever before. Unless they came out with something, but I haven't heard of it. And Security Linux, it stops anything that looks suspicious. So it used to be a pain in the butt, and you used to have to run it in permissive mode to just have your system work. Some of the packages cannot be received. Do you want to continue ignoring these packages? No. What failed? Okay, so I can't do remote desktop. Well, I could if I worked at it, but it's already long enough right there. So I guess Well, it looks like none of it got installed, so that's good. We didn't waste a bunch of RAM. Quit without doing any of that. Okay, so go back to what I was doing. I'm going to open up Gparted. I want to see the driver descriptor says the physical block is 2048 bytes, but the Linux says it is 512 bytes. Of what, though? Which block? What drive? What's it talking about? I'm not sure if I want to say cancel or ignore. Hit cancel and see what it says. Okay, there we go. Okay, ext4. Okay, that's the SD card. MMCBLKO. Okay, now SDA. That's the FAT32. SDB, unallocated. 186 gigabytes. I think that's what I'm booted to. I think it, whatever, however Fedora wrote that on there, it's not being, it may not be doing it FAT32. Must not be. But it's not, I'm pretty sure that's my dev SDB. I believe that's my USB stick that I'm booted to, and it is working, obviously, but it's not reading right for some reason. But I saw that, I saw those things popping up when I plugged it into, every time I used Fedora Media Writer to do a USB stick with a Rescatux or a Super Grub disk, it was popping up some stuff. I didn't pay enough attention. To me, it was a distraction of what I was trying to do, and I didn't even really read it, which is not usually a good idea, but I do it a lot. Okay, so sometimes I don't realize I'm doing it. Okay, so this one, I think he might be calling me. Let's go see. I can't get over there. I heard that funny little noise. Oh, okay. He sent me a chat. Now, how do you answer that? Let's see. Where's the little deal where you can say, accept? There we go. Cool. I thought you had to, join up. What am I trying to say? I'm not quite sure where to put mine. I'll leave it on the desktop. I thought you had to, allow people to talk to you and all that stuff. But they did. It just happened. Okay, I see. I was needing a break, so I'm going to take a quick break myself. He's supposed to be back in about 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I took off on my little break, and I didn't think about that I have a special screen for just such occasion with some my music and stuff. We're trying to get set up here to do a Skype audio. Adrian will, oh, should be able to, you know, do a Skype call, and we can hear him, hear us talking, him helping me out and everything. And let's see. So give him 2 minutes. So I guess it looks like that was about a minute ago, so I'll wait another minute. Yeah, we'll figure out what to do with the volume once we get talking, I guess. I think I can just, if it needs to be adjusted from his side, I think I can adjust it. Well, I'm sure I can adjust it over here with my desktop audio volume, because that's how I'm hearing him. Yeah, I'll be hearing him. I can just adjust that slider there. Only thing is, oh yeah, I'll hear that. Okay, I was gonna say, how am I gonna hear? I won't be able to hear that, but no, desktop audio I hear always, yeah. Which that's gonna want to pick up in my mic, so we'll see. Okay, he says he's ready. Okay. Let's see. How do you call the person you're chatting with? Is that it? No. Well, I guess you just click call and then, yeah.
Hi.
Hey, Adrian.
Oh my god. So I'm going to mute YouTube. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you pretty good. I'm trying to figure out how much to turn you up and everything.
Okay. As you wish.
Okay.
There's this thing that I don't listen to you quite right, but it's maybe my system.
Well, it could be, you know, I guess I should have got my headphones out. I wasn't really thinking about that. You're probably getting it through my mic.
Let me try one thing.
Okay.
Okay. It says bad internet connection. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
It might be my setup.
Yeah, yeah.
I seem to have bad internet connection. Anyway, I'm doing a test, an internet test.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it's something. Do you know speedtest.net?
Yeah, I use that.
So yes, I have problems with my ISP.
Oh, do you?
So I have a computer that I've been running for 24 hours.
Yeah.
So that each 15 minutes tries the maximum speed to the 3 nearest servers.
Oh, yeah.
So that I can complain later to my ISP, so that they pay more for peering with other ISPs or whatever. But anyways, so maybe when I listen to you not very well, it means that my internet speed test is running in the other computer.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I can hear you just fine. It's not breaking up or anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna put on my headphones so that the mic won't be picking up your voice in my microphone.
Do you mind if I restore the call, just
Uh,
in case is it a problem for you for OSB OBS or is it okay?
Uh-oh. Did I lose you? Okay, I guess you're restarting the call. Hello? Can you hear me? Well, it doesn't look like I'm getting your audio now. Oh, it looks like I didn't answer quick enough. Oh, I might have clicked the wrong button. Okay. Hello?
Okay.
Yeah, I clicked the red one, I think.
Wait a moment. Okay, YouTube is mute.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, I don't use Skype very much at all, like once every year or two. So it's all it's hard for me to get it all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I put my headphones on so that I wouldn't have my speakers going back through my microphone, and giving you an echo. I got to thinking about that. So actually, you might be able to listen to the live feed if you want. I don't guess you need to though, because you can hear me on Skype. So yeah, I guess you don't.
Yeah, it's true. I could, but it's going to sound
Whatever
with
way works the best.
delay. But yeah, it's better if I listen to YouTube because I will get better audio, I think.
Oh, you might. Yeah, you might.
Okay, let's try. The problem right now is that I listen to myself, so it's strange, but I need to mute the Skype thing so that I don't hear you twice.
Right, yeah.
And okay, so playback. Mute. It's going to kill someone from Skype. Why they have so many problems with Pulse audio? So they have this this problem about when you I don't know how to explain.
Yeah.
When okay, let me. There's the. Do you know volume control pulse audio?
Yeah, I use it.
So
yeah.
Skype thing on the play tab, where you see all the streams of the different applications that run on your system.
Are you talking about Impulse?
So it flickers. Okay, now.
You talking about Impulse audio or in Skype?
Now it works. Yeah, but I need to mute it.
Oh, I see.
Can you please talk a bit so that it stays still?
It's what? Check. I'm an old sound guy. All I know to say is check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3.
Oh,
hello,
why?
check.
Why?
Credit card,
why?
check.
This
money. Hello, check. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Okay, finally.
Yeah.
So now.
Is that better?
Oh, wait a moment. I need to turn. Okay. So now you should listen to me, and I should get your answer from YouTube and my own audio too. Okay. So this will be like walkie-talkie.
Yeah, you'll get a delay, I guess, on YouTube, probably a little bit, maybe. I know when I look at my stream on my laptop, to see if it's working, it's delayed by about almost 30 seconds, 20 seconds. But yeah. I didn't think about that a second ago, but now you know why all those newscasters are waiting so long to answer their questions on TV. But well, let's see. I've been working on it, and
okay. I'm currently using Skype because somehow it doesn't flicker. Can you tell me something?
Okay, check 1 2, check, hello, check, check.
Perfect. Okay,
is that better?
Let's hope it works.
Okay.
So yeah, so you were trying.
Yeah,
Fedora.
What I had been doing was let me get on the camera. I can only show that the laptop screen from the camera. I was trying to set up remote desktop on it, but I tried to install it. Let me get over there. I got a KVM switch, but sometimes it doesn't want to switch right. Come on.
There's this thing about X11 RDP.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. But I'm not sure how it will work in a live session.
Well,
anyway,
let's see. It's still running. But anyway, I can show you on the camera. Of course, it'll be blurry over there on YouTube. So I don't have a good camera. All I have is phones. I don't even have a real camera. But yeah, I tried to install KRFB so I could do Tiger VNC remote desktop real quick and easy, but it had two dependencies it failed to find, so I had to give up on that. But so yeah, what you can see, you can't read it. I just have to describe it. But this is where I opened up. What I'm running Rescatux, and I thought I remembered it had Gparted in it, and it sure does. So that's pretty cool. Thanks for putting that in there. And what I was so before all this, I got in there and I tried to reinstall. I started to see if I could reinstall. I started up the Fedora net installer, and I used the Blivit GUI partition editor that comes with it. And I tried to put the boot partition on the hard drive, and then do a custom setup, and I was putting my just like Fedora does it. I did the LVM2 with the root, the swap and the home partition inside of the LVM2. Then it squawked at me and said you can't put those on the separate drive. So I had to give up on that. So then I went ahead and wrote the Rescatux back on my extra USB stick, and I booted to it, and then I opened up Gparted, and I was sitting here thinking about doing what we talked about, the last time we talked about manually. I can resize the. Let's see, which one am I on here? I'm on the other one. Let's see, the FAT32. I can resize this. Just like that. Let's see, what do I need? Okay, if I've got, this is in megabytes. Let's see. I can't do that in my head though. Okay, I'm gonna have to grab my calculator. Oh, did I lose you? I'm gonna have to get back over here to the other machine to answer. Hello? I had to get back to my other machine to answer. I heard the dinging. I'm on
Call
the.
you later.
Okay, what happened? Did you lose your connection or something? Did you lose your call? Would you lose our call connection? Are you gone again? Let's see. Let's get on the desktop here. Let's see. Oh, I wonder. He was getting audio you were getting audio a while ago on Skype before I plugged my headphones in. I wonder if that messed it up. I don't know why it would, but then again, I don't know why it wouldn't. Let's see. I'm going to unplug the headphones and see if it works for you. They were hurting my ears anyway. I can't stand that much sound in my ears. Too many years of mixing metal bands blew my ears out. Okay. I'm going to try to call you. Give me a call when you're back. Oh, okay. Send him a message. Okay. He might be having trouble. He said his internet was acting up. Oh, okay. He says 10 minutes or so. So maybe something came up and he had to leave. Okay, so I will go back to where I was at. Makes it hard when you get on another machine. Well, I wish I could get remote desktop to work. Let's see. I could try it one more time with like a. I'm gonna hit cancel on that. Okay, I'm gonna get back on my machine. I do remember. See, is my stream still working? Okay, I do remember being able to, let's see, what I'm on. I'm on the Seagate backup drive, so it's Team Viewer, and yeah, Yeah, I don't want to use TeamViewer. It probably wouldn't work anyway. Yeah, Tiger VNC and Tide VNC. Let's see. Here we go. Checksums. Tiger VNC is actually what KRFB was going to install, the thing that failed earlier. I remember the 64-bit wouldn't work, though. There's one that says i386. Let's look in there and see. I don't know. Yeah, lib. I think this is a Linux version. I'm trying to make sure it is a. I thought there was a. Let's look at this checksums file I have saved, HTML file. It might tell you how to run it. I know I had a web page saved that would tell you how to run it, and whoops, would tell you how to run it in. Yeah, you know, me plugging in those headphones might have messed everything up now that I think about it, for him to hear me on Skype, because when I plug in my headphones, it mutes my speakers automatically. So it could have turned all the desktop sound. I still shouldn't have took it away from Skype. I don't know. Anyway. It is just the checksum stuff. Okay. Let's just go to the Tiger VNC page and see if it has a. Got a new version. Standalone view. Oh, standalone views for Windows. Download using below pre-built packages. Out here. Okay, so okay, the viewers. That's the one that I think would run on its own. I don't know. I think I'm just wasting time here trying to do this. Sure, it would be nice, but you know, I've done this lots of times, and it worked, and lots of times and it didn't work, and I've spent as much time as it takes to do the work trying to make remote desktop work. So I'm making sure that it's clean files while I'm here, though. And that is the web page. There's two. It scans the web page and that you go to download, and it scans the file that you download. This is the file. Okay. So yeah, everything's clean. Sometimes you have to reload the page to get it to work. No engines detected this file. I've never seen that before. Might have been because I'm trying to hurry it up. Try clicking that link again. That must be the checksum file. Okay. Okay, now it's clean. Okay, yeah. All right. Now. Okay. So, just realized after I got it that I'll open it up and see. I don't think it didn't look as obvious to see how you could run it as standalone as I remembered. Oh, maybe you just run VNC server. Maybe you do. Well, I guess I could try it. Thing is, I'm going to have to copy it to something to put it over there. But I guess, yeah, I can use this little. Here we go. I'll use my USB. We'll try it. I'm going to put my USB adapter with the other 32 gigabyte SD card in there. See if it mounted up okay. I don't have any more USB ports on the laptop that aren't full, but I do have 2 USB ports on my keyboard. The thing is, when you switch the KVM switch, it's going to mount and unmount the drive, so we'll see if that works. And it's only USB 1.1, but it is. It's not. Doesn't seem to want to be working though. It's not mounting that drive. And I can't take that USB stick out of there because it's what it's running on. Yeah, there's no more on that thing. Let's see if it shows up at all in here. Nope, it didn't see it. I'm not sure why. I'll try the other side, I guess, but my other USB stick has what on it? Oh, this installer. Could be that side's not working right or something. It's FAT32. It should just mount right up. Well, now that's something I didn't. Let's see. Don't believe I can network it because, yeah, I don't have any net. You know, this machine I don't have an SSH server running on, so I can't. And the other one doesn't, I'm sure. So, all right. Well, there you go. That's how you waste time. So I guess Adrian will call me back when and if he gets time, so I won't worry about that. I'll go back to trying to do what I was trying to do. All right. The VFAT. Resize move. There we go. VFAT, better known as FAT32. Now, all I need is, I think I'll take Adrian's suggestion. I remember it was 1.1 gigabytes, but I'm just going to go with 2 gigabytes like he said. This is measured in megabytes though, so let's see, got my calculator out. It's a lot of megabytes. 2384, 23. I can't even see the top. 74 minus, I'm going to say 2,000 megabytes equals 236474. That would be whoops. Two, three, six. One. Okay. 236, 474. Doesn't have to be exact, but get close. I think I'm going the wrong way now. Yeah. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. That's why. What's going on with all that? There. Okay. Well, I just, 2,000 megabytes is fine. Or what was it? Let's see. 1024. Yeah. Why didn't I think about it? 1024 times 2, 2048. That was not so hard, was it? Just one made it hard. Okay. I got flustered trying to 2048. That's 2 gigabytes, and then whatever the rest of it is fine. Resize. Okay. Yeah, well, I don't have an operating system on there, and even if it broke it, I wouldn't care, so I won't have to worry about it. It's, the standard message. I moved the starting sector of to boot is most likely occur if you have Linux containing boot or if you have Windows containing C. I don't have either one. It's just a data partition, and it's actually a messed up drive, so okay. But yeah, you should definitely pay attention to that if you have operating systems. You shouldn't do this if you have operating systems. Allocated 238.18 megabytes, 2 gigabytes. Okay, now I'm going to put ext4 on the front, and I'm going to leave it to the default 1 megabyte free space preceding ext4, and I'm going to call it boot because that's what it is going to be. Okay, now apply the operations. Yes, apply. And I can look at the details. It's hard to say we can look at them, but I think it may have hung up. Oh, there we go. There we go. Assuming that the hard drive itself doesn't cause errors, it won't let this happen. This could take longer than I thought. Let's see. Move this to the right from 232. So, yeah, it's copying. Of course, there's not even 100 megabytes of data on there. There's just a few text files. So I think I have not done this in a very long time. So I think I picked the long way around to do this. Let's see. It doesn't speed up pretty soon. It's at not quite at a gigabyte of 230 gigabyte. So and now I realize it's moving it's moving like sector by sector over that far. So I think I should have just reformatted it. It checks it. It did already check it for errors. Shrinking the file system. Grow the partition. It says grow it, but it's from 230 to 232. What? Anyway, it's moving it to the right, and it's gonna create ext4. But now, if it would have most likely been done by now of just creating the whole thing as ext4 and erasing the data I had on there. Um, yeah, it's up to 2 GB. That's supposed to be time 4 hours and 43 minutes remaining. And that might be true. So this is not going to work. I'm not going to do that. I just thought that would be nice to retain the few files that were on there. But I'm going to cancel it. It's probably just going to break it now, though. It's going to be broken. So cancel operation. Let's see what happened. Okay, moving it. Move the file system to the right failed. And it didn't even, I don't know, maybe it did create the extra partition. Like it did, but I'm just going to reformat it completely now. That is, oh, I think that's about the, yeah, that's about, I think it said dev. This one here, the one I'm booted to, so I don't know what causes that. That's something to do with the partition system, I guess, that Rescatux uses. But yeah, that's still there, and that's what I was going to copy over, is that boot partition. So let's just going to go ahead and delete that now, and then format it ext4. Call it boot because that might help it work properly. I'm afraid that, oh yeah, I remember now. This is a crazy workaround. Okay, now we're going to, are you sure you want to? Yes. Okay, this is, I'm going to manually copy those boot files over. Only thing I'm worried about, see how quick that did that? So I deleted the FAT32. And it created ext4 and everything worked as it should. Still have the problem with the descriptor says, and I'm pretty, I mean, it doesn't say what drive it's talking about, but I could say ignore and see if it shows me anything different. Yeah, on dev FDB have been written, but we have been able to inform the kernel, probably because of use and result. In use, you should reboot now, which is what I was going to do. Anyway, reset the drive. Okay, so SDB, yeah, this is the operating system. Oh, now I can see it. Now I can see the operating system that the live system. So it's got Rescatux. It says unknown. It's got some unallocated, FAT16, and then unallocated. So that's what's in there. And then my SD card that hasn't been changed yet, that I'm trying to get it to boot. I'm going to close the rescue app because I'm going to have to reboot. And once it gets rebooted, then we'll then I'll do what we had talked about earlier. The thing is, I'm kind of worried that, I know when Grub gets installed, I remember this before on a system that got messed up. This may not work at all because when Grub installs, it does checksums of your boot drive. Pretty sure. And so if I copy these and then you know, it sees them when it tries to boot. It may squawk and say there's something wrong here. They might think it does it to protect you from malware, you know. Well, and from errors in the file system, I guess. But okay, now I got to click on login, and all right. Now, what I need first is a No, that say about. Oh, there's Adrian. He gets over there. Hello?
Okay.
You're cutting out, sounds like now. Can you hear me right now? It says no audio from me. It should be working. It was before. No audio from me. Oh, it says poor network connection in there. Huh. Well, let me see. It was working earlier, and I see my signal and my. Surely it didn't quit working. All of a sudden there. I don't actually hear audio on my stream, but sometimes that happens. Oh, because it's muted. Okay. It must have reloaded itself. I used the mute button on the laptop to just turn it on and off. Okay, so I have audio on my streams. My mic's working. Worked that way a while ago when I was talking to you on Skype. I'll try the test call. Problem from my side. Still no audio from you. Okay. Huh. I don't know. Maybe he is having trouble on his end, because when we first started talking, it was great, except for, you know, oh, there we go. Okay. Hello? Can you hear me now? It's seems all this newer version of Skype is all kind of odd. It just, whenever you get in a call, it just says AD, a circle with AD in the middle of it.
Okay. Yeah, that's my AD is the 2 letters from my name.
Oh, okay. Okay. I guess I'm really only used to doing video calls, so but of course I can't even do that anyway, because my webcams are too old now. Skype won't work with them. But yeah, I can hear you well now. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah.
I listen to you. Okay.
Okay. Good.
And I'm wondering who's this PlayStation for Linux. Do you know him or?
No.
Okay. Because I have made some the chat the supergroup this chat. I have tell them about this video.
Oh, you did?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So not sure who's online from here.
Oh, is there somebody on the chat right now? You talking about on my video?
There's hi, yeah, the YouTube chat.
Oh, I think I do see that. Yeah. I'll open it up here on my desktop so I can see it. My laptop screen is a small screen and it's far away where I have to set it to, because I'm working on the Acer on the tray where I usually put my other laptop.
Okay, so let's see. So I was planning to you that. So what I would like to know is if Rescatux has some problems dealing with your SD Fedora partition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can do it by sharing the log, which is the easy new Linux one, or maybe if you want, we can try to install X11 RDP, but I'm not sure that it's going to work.
Yeah.
Because it needs to close session, and so you need to what's the you need to restart XOR. So I'm not sure if it's going to work, because Rescatux has this thing about starting the choose your language thing.
Oh yeah.
So,
all I can, whenever I boot it up, of course, I've got, my laptop screen is broken, but I am seeing the login on my VGA monitor. I have the VGA. But all it has is a white rectangular and a little button that says login. There's nothing, no chooser or anything for like other languages.
Yeah, it's in the bottom.
Oh, well, it's just not showing up for me, and it might be because of the way I'm doing the dual monitors, that kind of thing.
No. I think it's showing for you, but it's not choosing of colors. So sometimes people do not see it. So.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I look for it.
It's on the bottom. So yeah. So you might not have seen it because it's difficult to see, but it's there. So before saying that it's a BGA problem, I will take a second look at it.
Okay, yeah. Well, I have seen the monitor. When you're doing a VGA and on a laptop, sometimes it will actually split the menus between the monitors. I've seen that happen. It's really weird. I don't know why or anything, but I've seen it happen. And like I said, my monitor actually is broken on my laptop, so I only see the top left corner. You probably saw that in that other video.
Yeah.
So it could be hidden.
Like,
yeah.
It seemed that it was a clone screen.
That's what that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. In Fedora 28, I have to set it to clone. It doesn't default to clone. But in your Rescatux, does it default to clone? Because that's what I'm talking.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If it defaults to clone, then that's good.
What about VNC?
I tried to install it with Synaptic, and it was missing 2 dependencies that said it couldn't get them. And then I actually went ahead and downloaded Tiger VNC, and then I don't have enough USB ports to I've only got 2. One's for my keyboard and mouse, and the other one is for my boot media.
No, that's not.
So I was going to try to run Tiger VNC in standalone mode. I've done it before, but it's kind of a pain. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And so I just said, forget it. I'm just going to use the camera, even though it's blurry. And I got a KVM switch, and I just switch over to the machine.
So RDP works better for you then.
No, I like VNC. I actually don't. I've only used RDP once back in Windows 98, and it was a pain.
Okay.
I like
So
VNC.
okay. So there's this package which is X11 VNC. Maybe that's what.
Yeah,
what
is it on
they
there?
want. No, you should install it,
Oh, okay.
but it should be quite easy to do, I guess.
X11 VNC server. I'm trying to get on the machine.
No, but I don't.
Oh, gosh.
Trying to do something with it.
Yeah, the fast.
So this is to be done on the Rescatux live CD.
Right. Yeah. And you're saying yeah you can install X11 VNC server easily.
Yeah, because this is Debian Stretch, I think.
Yeah, I know it's Debian. I don't know which one.
As long as you have RAM,
I've got 2 gig of RAM.
Yeah, I think it will do it.
It probably would. Yeah. I went in.
I have. Yeah.
I went into Synaptic and found quite a few different VNC servers in there, but
Synaptic. Well, I thought Synaptic was for pads.
For what?
It's company that made pads.
Synaptic is a package manager in Debian, the GUI package manager.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I
used to use it a lot when I used to use Debian. I ran Debian I ran Debian 5 etch and a half for 2 years as my main OS, but that's been a while now.
But you need to do the refresh packages first. That's the command that I sent to you. It's the same thing as the refresh package.
Yeah.
And then you install the X11. So okay.
I'm waiting for it to reload. X11 VNC.
Okay, here's the how-to, which should work, I guess, for us.
Okay. We want X11 VNC server?
X11 VNC is the name of the package.
Okay. Okay. To be installed, getting all the dependencies. Yeah, that's a lot. That's only 11.4 megabytes. Yeah, I was doing the full KRFB with Tiger VNC. That was 300 something megabytes, and then it failed on top of that.
Yeah, probably you were installing a client too.
The reason I did that is because it's a GUI. You can just turn it on, turn it off in the GUI. You don't have to do any configuration or edit any files or anything.
Yeah.
That's what I use on my other desktops. Okay, this is installed now.
So now you need to create a password, it seems.
Well, is it going to have a GUI or do I have to run it in the command line?
Yeah, command line.
It's in the...
Which is you should choose the LX terminal. Not sure if there's a terminal.
Do I want to do LX or root terminal?
LX terminal, then you...
All right.
Yeah. I think it's,
now
I'm not sure because...
You sound like you got auto...
A terminal.
Your voice sounds like you have auto-tune turned on now.
Okay.
It sounds weird.
Yeah, that's how I listen to you when I don't listen to you right.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, yes.
It must be...
maybe not. Okay, give me 5 seconds. no, this is not going to do anything. Okay. Do you listen to me better now?
Say it's kind of cutting out. I can just get it. We'll keep trying.
Okay, it may be my ESP. Sorry, ISP.
Oh, you think so? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it might be because it was real. Different. It was real good a while ago. So I don't think. I think our setup is good. It seems to be something else. Yeah. Okay, so
what? I send you an URL.
Oh, on Skype?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's on my other machine. Is it hard? Can you just tell me and I type it?
Yeah, well, yeah, I think
maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can hear you well enough.
Let's do one thing.
Okay.
You can open do you have internet connection on that machine?
Is there an SS server in this? SSH server on here? I could do a remote terminal if you got an SSH server running on here.
No, I guess I mean I want to there to an URL which is easy to. I'm not sure if your setup is with a cable because Rescatux does not have Wi-Fi in it.
No, I'm using cable. No, I'm using the.
Cable.
I don't have the Wi-Fi turned on in here. I've got it connected to an Ethernet cable.
So you've got internet.
Yeah, I've got Ethernet.
Okay.
There's a Wi-Fi on the machine, but I don't have it turned on.
So would you go to? Can you open Firefox?
Firefox?
Yeah, it's the only browser you have here. You don't have too many choices.
Okay, so I'm opening.
This will. Yeah.
I'm opening up Firefox on Rescatux. You know, I wonder if we tried hanging up and calling back if it would fix our problem on the call. I have seen that help before. Now that I think about it.
Okay.
Because I can't understand you anymore. It's getting worse, I think.
Oh, okay. I'll do it.
Let's see.
Maybe.
Let me call you this time, I guess. We'll see if that works. I don't know. I don't know if it matters, but okay. You hung up. Okay, I see his link now. Oh. What am I on the camera? Yep. Oh, now he's calling me, but I don't know how to answer him since that. Okay, I think we called each other at the same time. Yeah, this little explanation thing. I can't see the text chat while we're talking, which is weird. Maybe I need to make it full screen or something. You would think that people who work with computers all the time would do better with chat, but we don't chat much. We work with computers, not chats. Let's see. Copy link. Oh, there it is. It did open up. How to set up X11 VNC on Ubuntu. X11 VNC. Enter VNC password. Oh, he said, okay, you can call now. All right. Okay, that's good again. You know, I just realized that I can't see the chat while we're talking with audio. I don't know.
Yeah, there's this thing about.
Is there a button that you can click or?
Yeah, there. Open conversation. Where you were.
Oh, down in here?
Bottom left.
Oh, okay. There it is. Yeah, I thought there might be. Yeah, that was gone. I did go to the page while we were trying to get connected back up. Thing is, this is on my desktop that I'm streaming from, and I can't actually.
Yeah.
I can't see that when I switch my VNC.
So that's why we open. What's the name? The Firefox on Rescatux.
Yeah, but getting there. See, the laptop is like an island from the desktop. I don't have a way to transfer anything because I don't have a SSH server on either one of them. I don't have a way to transfer files between them or anything.
And that we don't need that. Can we please go to the Rescatux live session?
Oh, you mean the camera like I was doing a while ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was going to tell you on the URL.
Okay. Oh, you mean that long URL there? I'll try.
Sort of.
Yeah, that one up there. I don't know if I could ever type it.
I think I'm going to cancel this speed test so that we can talk without problems.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's done. Okay.
Oh, sorry. There's something really, you know, things that work normally most of the time are not working today for me, or I guess for you either. I'm sitting here flipping this KVM switch over and over, and it won't stop on the right machine.
Yeah,
There, finally got it. Okay. So, did we lose our connection again?
There
you now. I hear you.
So, okay, now I hear you.
Okay.
So it's paste.debian.net.
Space?
Paste. Copy and paste. Paste.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I can't do that between these two machines.
No.
You have two separate machines, and there's no network. I don't have.
So Firefox has an URL bar where you type URLs.
Right.
So there you have to type paste.debian.net.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah. I'm okay, here we go. I had trouble. I was trying to check the audio on my stream, and it wasn't coming up. The thing seems to be reloading itself automatically, and it never done that before. And when it reloads, it mutes. And so I thought my audio was down on my stream.
Yeah.
Paste.
It might be the Skype opportunity. Oh. Paste.debian.net.
Yeah.
And you press enter so that the page loads. And on the left, you should see the last people who have sent paste.
I see Adrian at the top.
Yeah, so that's, you click on my name.
Okay.
And you've got a nice paste.
Oh.
It has the URL so that you can copy and paste from it.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. That's the internet that connects PCs
It's
around the world.
It's a paste bin, but for domain, huh?
Yeah, and you've got you also have paste.ubuntu.com.
Yeah, I've used that one before. The one that you use on Rescatux, I've used that one before. With all our trouble being able to hear each other, I didn't know what you were trying to tell me. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so I've already got it installed. I used Synaptic. I cheated, but I installed it with Synaptic.
Now we are on step 2, create password from this how-to.
Okay, right here, step 2.
So you need to open the Alex terminal, which it's one of the programs on the menu.
I had it open a while ago, but I closed it because I didn't want too many things running. Now, do I have to do? Do I need root privileges or just like this?
No, it seems not.
Okay.
You only need sudo when running the server, but now you need to create a password, which you can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because it's on your same network, so or whatever.
Yeah. I tried to copy and paste that command in there and it didn't work.
Well, that might be, yeah. You can try to use the middle button. That might work, maybe.
Can you paste? Can you paste into that LX terminal?
Yes, I think so, but
it works.
Rescatux it has worked finally.
Yeah, it just took a long time. Let's see, it did it.
Okay.
Too many times, but it worked. I'll normally hit Control V on my keyboard, but that doesn't work in most terminals, and I forget that. But anyway, there we go. Now it's working. I don't know what. Maybe I'm working the machine too hard. All right. Do you do it twice? Yeah. Let's see. Right password to home user password. Yes. All right. Now. Step 3. Sudo. What? Do I go to step 3 now?
What?
Do I have to go to step 3 now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
If you have, it's
Okay.
This one is a big command. So
yeah. Do I have to put a password in there or anything, or just like it is?
This works. Yeah.
Just like it is. All right.
Like it is. Yeah.
Okay.
It will. What's the? It won't ask you a password because Rescatux does not has a root password.
Okay.
I mean, sudo is set up so that you don't have to type your user password, so that it goes into. So this should be here. So I guess now you can connect to 5900 from your other computer, and something will happen, hopefully. So I think I don't remember too much. VNC only had one password, isn't it? You didn't have an user.
Yeah, you just go to the IP address and then whatever password you set.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah, so if it's up and running, then let's see what we get here. Actually, we can get on the desktop now. And let's see, 182, and it's going to be port 5900. What did I do? It came up just like it should. Maybe I mistyped the password. That is the password that I put in there. Unless I messed up twice in a row, and I shouldn't have. No audio for me again? Okay. Everything's still working over here. Let's make sure. Okay, so my audio is working over here. It says poor internet connection. Okay, let's see. Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Do you copy me?
Yes, I do. I guess we're just having internet problems, is what I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, but yeah, it might be my ISP.
It must be because
needs to improve.
My stream hasn't given me any trouble. It's been green the whole time.
And now I don't have. I'm not doing the speed tests.
Oh,
so.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know
okay,
what.
So
I can't.
So
my password's not working.
We can try to set up again, I guess.
I guess so. I guess I'm gonna have to do it again. I don't see how in the world I would have typed it wrong twice in a row.
But you might.
Must have.
I remember the first time you connect, then the server stops. But it seems that, yeah.
Oh, that happens sometimes. Okay, so do I just need to?
No.
Close the terminal. Oh, can I clear it or what? Should I close it and start over? Clear the terminal or? Did I lose you again?
And then when you exit, the program ends. So if you want this as a permanent solution, you will have to tweak the login so that it restarts at each time. But anyway, here you have the log. You might have some problems, permissions, reading the VNC or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's the problem we have. Okay, so I need you to open a new terminal if you can.
And leave this one like it is? You want me to leave this one where it is?
Yeah, we will cancel later and reuse the command.
Okay.
But first of all, let's open a new terminal. So file new terminal, I guess.
Yeah, I've got a new one up there.
Yeah. So you need to write pwd. So this is Paris work day. So pwd.
Yeah, pwd.
And you press enter, and it shows you the current folder where you are.
Home user.
Yeah, home user.
Okay.
Okay. So if you cancel with Control C on the other terminal.
Yeah.
And you press app direction key. I'm not sure how you call this thing.
Arrow keys, up and down arrow keys.
Yeah. So the up arrow key, you will reuse the former command.
Okay.
So if you read it carefully, you will see that it shows home Rahul. So
yeah, it sure does.
To say home user, but we were in a hurry and we didn't.
Forgot to do that.
Yeah.
I can't get over there though. It won't let me go over there.
You need to press the
there
left
we go. Now I'm
arrow.
there. Yeah, it's working now.
Okay.
What was it? Home. I've already forgot what the. Oh, I've got it still.
So
Home
Rahul
user. I
needs to
want
be,
home user.
yeah, home user instead of home Rahul.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it. If you take a look at the log, you might, from a log, you might see something about home rahul.bnc passwd not being found.
Okay.
And that's why it can't do the password thing.
Okay. So do I have to now? Will I be able to log in, or do I have to reset the password again, or what?
No need to reset the password.
Just
I guess.
now it should work.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. That's probably what hung me up every time I tried to do something like that. It's little things like that.
Yeah, if it was.
Because I've had success with VNC,
time because
and sometimes I've had a pain.
As far as I understand, this will show.
Yeah, there we go. Lost your audio. Don't know if you can hear me. Okay, we're on the remote desktop. Lost your audio. Says poor internet connection. Okay. Well, do this.
Okay.
Okay. I guess that's the only thing to do. Just hang up and call back.
It's such a pity this Skype. It should have.
It should work better. Now, just audio. What does it need? Like
CLI, so that we can restart it each minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, so it works, isn't it? So this window needs to be minified and not closed, so that the server
so that we don't lose our connection.
Yeah.
Now,
unless we want to run it on the background, but doesn't matter. So you just minimize and.
Can I close this terminal, or do we need another terminal?
You can close the PWD terminal if you want to.
Yeah, I don't want too many things running at the same time.
Yeah.
Do we need the browser?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Well, not exactly, but yeah. Okay, so that's a better view of the.
Yeah, I like that.
Rescatux.
I'll have to watch this video every time I get stuck on trying to do a remote desktop for my video. I appreciate that right there a lot.
Yeah. You just need to find which is the right folder, home user folder, which you do when you open a terminal and you run pwd.
So it just depends on how your distro is set up then, how your home users.
The real life are home user usually, but that doesn't mean that every distro uses the same user for the live sessions.
Yeah.
So maybe Fedora the user is live. I have no idea.
Yeah, it is. It's Let's see. What is it? I think it's home user live, if I remember right.
Okay. Well, so okay. So now I would like to see the new Linux screen with all of these options. That would be nice to see on the screen, because I saw there is So some old versions of Rescap did not pairs. I don't know how do you say this. P-A-R-S.
Parse. P-A-R-C. Parse.
No, with S. P-A-R-S-E.
P like in Paul. A-R-S-E.
Yeah.
That's
no,
parse.
P-A-R. Yeah, well, parse.
Parse. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't parse well the output from the comments, and it was garbage.
Oh, I see.
So I'm not sure if it happened to you.
Don't remember. You talking about in the older Rescatux? Or are you just talking about in older Linux desktops?
Yeah, older versions of Rescatux, yeah.
Oh, okay, older versions, yeah. Yeah, I don't remember, tell you the truth. I did use my old CDs a couple of days ago, but I don't remember any problems.
It depends on how etc is.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I didn't have any problems reading any of the screens that I got into. I really mostly used the Rescap, you know.
Yeah, so can we take a look at the option? I don't know if you can minimize the Firefox and run Rescap.
Yeah, actually I'm
on the top left.
I'll just close Firefox because I don't, it uses a lot of memory. Rescap, okay.
Yeah, you can turn it off if you want.
Because the video memory will get filled up on these old machines. It's probably got like 128 or 256 megabyte of video memory on it.
Yeah, but
yeah. So anyway,
so
there's
as you see, there's the chat thing. I don't know if you know it. This
I'm familiar with it. Yeah.
X chat, and you've got you can ask me anything, but I'm usually not online, so it's not very useful lately. So you were running the EC New Linux.
Yeah, I ran this one here, and I guess this one here and this one, that's the same thing, isn't it? Same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same thing.
So I ran this one.
You never know if the people wants to fix boot or group, so the same option is.
Yeah.
So the thing is that we could redesign this with tags in mind, but it's not. I mean, it's like this so far.
I think it's pretty good. I mean, and it's been this way as far back as I remember, since about Fedora, about Debian 5 or so, I guess. So I don't know. How long have you had it like this?
I don't know, but it had other UIs before, but it was Sanity instead of Python.
Oh, I see. Oh, this is written with Python.
Yeah. So the what's the name? This is set up with folders and file names and so on, and it's the original idea was to be able to run this from a non-UI system too, so that you've got these stupid folders and file names, and so you've got a folder which is EC Linux or EC boot. I don't remember which is the folder name.
Right. Yeah.
And then you've got the file name which is name. So inside name in the first line, there's EC new Linux bootfix, and there's another file name which is description, and this has whatever when you put the mouse over the option that there's a tooltip, yellow tooltip that shows. So this is in description file. So yeah, that's the many ideas that you can with this same setup, you can build your own UI easily.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. This runs on a script that does ask questions and does things.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, but I don't know. It's so I can put more folders with more names, with more file names and so on.
Yeah.
And I don't need to rebuild the script. So the script, when a new folder appears, it add them here, and that's it.
Oh, that's cool. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's kind of like a dynamic website.
Yeah.
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 Or easy to boot. Like easy to boot, you can just add ISOs to the folders, and then it scans the folders when you boot it up, and it finds the new ISOs.
Yeah.
I get you. Have you ever looked at easy? Have you ever looked at easy to boot, that multi-boot setup?
No, that's a program, I guess.
It's for making multi-boot USBs or SD cards.
I know there are two GitHub projects which do multi-boot stuff.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of there's a bunch of them. I've used them for years, and they don't work as well. Well, they don't work with Fedora so well anymore because Fedora changed the way they set up their boot structure and all that for their ISOs. But
yeah, that's another thing that I want to test with Supergroup to Disk. If it detects your uninstalling Fedora, but if SD is not shown by the BIOS.
By the BIOS,
BIOS. Okay, can you please run Easy New Linux bootfix or
this one here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I am assuming that the SD card has Fedora.
Yeah, I didn't take that off yet. I do think it might be broken though, because I was looking it over. It has the root partition like it should have. It has the
boot partition.
No, Fedora's really got it changed up. In Fedora 28 and 29, they have an ext4 boot partition. And then they have an LVM2, and inside the LVM2, they have the root partition, the swap partition, and the home partition. And the home partition is missing. There's just free space on this thing. I think I might have had an error, and I didn't realize it until just a couple hours ago when I had stuck it in my main machine, was looking at it in the disk apps, and then gparted and all that.
I'm not sure, but I don't think it should matter. So can we run this option to see?
Okay, you want me to run it?
Fedora. Yeah, I want to know if Fedora is being detected or something.
Yeah, it blinked, which it doesn't. There, it did it again.
Yeah.
Is that the thing you were talking about? No. You know what? It's blinking over there on the laptop screen now. There it is. Okay, came up. Okay, now this is the thing you were wanting to see, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I don't see it yet because of the delay.
Oh, okay.
But you were saying on the previous Windows, sorry, you were saying in the previous video that your screen was flickering because you had an old video card. So while you were running this thing, so that's not right.
It blinked. It was blinking and then it finally came up. I don't know what caused that.
Yeah, but it's Rescatux, which shows too many windows and then it closes them.
Is that what it's doing?
There are quick tasks that last for about a half second.
Oh, is it? There's scripts running.
Yeah, so it shows you we are scanning this, we are doing that, then it closes.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
that's to be improved in the future, but not sure I think I'm going to implement it. But you know, so that you've got a black screen of the on the bottom, and then there are lines with white letters, and you see scanning, trying to search this, trying to search that.
Oh, you might put that in on the new one?
Yeah, instead of showing you a flickering
right.
window which lasts half a second.
Yeah, it goes. Yeah, it goes so fast you don't know. It's just blinking. You can't see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
So, yeah. So that's the DM0 and DM1. These are the LV partition.
Well, we're
which
I'm losing your audio again.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You got the auto tune going again. Okay. Hello? Oh, that didn't help that time, I don't think. Yeah. I'm gonna hang up and call you back. It's worse. Uh-oh, he must have lost, his connection must have went down on him. Oh, he's not online. Okay. Okay, maybe he'll get right back on. Let's see how I'm doing over here. Let's see. Okay, so I'm doing okay. So we'll have to wait. I'll leave this where it is. Yeah, the last time I was in here, of course, I was doing just a camera on the screen, and that time I even had it, you know, zoomed way back to show the laptop and the monitor. But either way, you can't read it on the video and all that. Yeah, so this is really great to be able to do the remote desktop. I'm going to have to save that portion of the video. Let's see. Hello?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I think it might be a little.
Yeah, I turned the Skype off and on, and
oh yeah.
Then it wouldn't connect to Skype servers, I think.
Oh really? Skype is kind of a pain, isn't it?
But it might be my ISP.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were doing something. So DM0 and DM1 are the LV stuff. So
see the top one, MMCBLK0. I thought that would have been the boot partition. Is what I was.
Yeah.
So what are they? I thought that would have been the boot, and then
yeah, the P2, I guess.
and then the 1 would be the root, and then the 2 would be the home. That's what I thought. But they're labeled.
No.
It says Windows Data Other. Well, I know for sure it's not Windows.
No, that's if it says Windows Data Other, it's FAT32 or something.
It's not. It's not FAT32. This is the SD card. This is the is the lettering that the SD card got. That's what Fedora gave it. I've never seen that. I've never seen that lettering before on any drives ever. Have you?
Yeah.
MMC. I've never seen that before.
No, that's the SD card.
That's what. Yeah, I knew it was the SD card because I saw it when it happened. You know, when I put it on there a couple of times. And then the SRO, that's the CD, DVD, SDA. That is the EX. That is the what was FAT32. I reformatted it about a couple hours ago, so now it's ext4. Or right before you called. You still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you copy me?
I see what you LVS. What are you saying?
Yeah, if you can you run it?
You want me to run something?
Yeah, LX terminal.
Okay. Sudo I or whatever.
Sudo I.
Okay.
Yeah, that goes into.
Find my terminal again. Let's see.
No, but it's on the.
Oh, I'll have to open a new one. Yeah.
Do you think it's going to based on VNC? Does copy and paste functionality?
Yeah, it does. Normally, it does with the one I normally use.
Didn't know it.
I don't know. We'll see if it works with X11 VNC. It works with Tiger VNC. Yeah, it works. Okay. Now, I guess it worked. It didn't give any readout.
Yeah.
You can see it. You can see what's happening, can't you?
Yeah.
I'm used to being on that camera, and I have to explain it because nobody can see it. Okay, so now what?
Later. Yeah. LVS. Yeah. And maybe.
Okay, I might have to break down and type that.
Maybe running the boot info. So maybe we can just skip this thing and. So the LVS will show us the LV partitions.
Okay. So root Fedora, Bishop Coacer, 15 gigabytes, swap 2.1 gigabytes, and no home. And it should have a home. It should be about 15, 16 gigabytes. There's that much free space on that card now.
Yeah.
There should be a home.
Maybe it's not on the LV. Maybe it's outside of it.
No, I've seen it. I've seen it too many times. It's how it's supposed to be. I think I got a bad install.
So can we cancel or just say okay to the new Linux so that it ends? So just choose a random partition, maybe the SR0 or something. Not sure.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
So that we can run another option and I get all the data.
Okay, so you want me to? What do you want me to choose? Which one do you want me to choose?
I'm not sure.
Do you want to just try the? Do you want to try the one we think is the boot partition, the MMCBLK0?
Yeah, I mean choose the loop 0. Now that I can, or SR0. What I want to is to end the option without any problems. So.
Oh, without any problems.
Yeah, SR.
Then we should probably do SDA1 and just install Grub on the ext4.
No. SR0.
Okay, SR0.
Yeah.
And it won't be. We'll see what. Okay, now what? Well, there's only one choice. The 1.9 gigabyte is what I'm booted to. That's my USB stick. So we don't want to do that. We'll break Rescatux. Right. So this is the hard drive.
Yeah, install it on the hard drive.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes?
Anyway, it's going to fail. So
Yeah, it's
I
going to
guess.
fail. I'm pretty sure it's going to fail.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but we want this to finish the option
okay.
so that we don't have to reboot the full machine to
Oh,
work.
I see. Yeah. Now it's working.
Yeah, but it's going to fail. I
Going to
guess.
fail. Yeah, it did the last time I did. I've done this two times at least.
Yeah.
Um,
So you need to reorder the hard disk, and
that's what it's
then
doing.
these.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What does that?
Yeah.
What does that
No.
exactly mean? It says reordering the device map file.
Yeah.
What does
Yeah,
that mean?
but it's waiting for your input on the other window.
Oh, it is. I thought it was
Yeah.
working. See, that thing made me think. The moving blue line made me think it was working.
Yeah, that's another usability book, but
Okay,
well,
so
anyway.
I should leave it like it is. Huh?
You need to click OK.
Just click
on
OK.
on the one which orders hard disks,
Yeah. Okay.
and you put the SD1
Now
SDA first.
You want me to say OK to this one here, EUFI?
Yeah. So the reordering will.
And the file system check automatic fix went wrong. Yeah, this is what happens the last two times.
Yeah, but that's what I wanted to.
Okay.
It to happen.
Okay, grub update went wrong. Say OK.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
And the group.
Grub was not installed. Something went wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you've got the one with the 3 ones at the same time, so that's nice.
Fully completed. Something went wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to do that. I like to do that. That's half of the point of doing the remote desktop, like full screen. Okay. Now what do you want to do?
Yeah. So if you go back, there's a back button. You go back to the menu.
I clicked it, but I didn't know that yet. Let's try it again.
Yeah. It's also it doesn't. It depends.
Usually works. Should I click menu?
No, but it's no 3 times.
Oh, try it again.
So, yeah.
Oh, does it usually take 3 times to get it to work?
So if you check the main menu, you will see this option is in 3 places.
Oh, okay.
So you need to click back 3 times.
Oh.
If the option is only in one place, you need to click back once only. It's nice. I mean, it's something to be fixed.
Yeah.
Anyway, the main menu button works always. So.
Oh, you could just hit main menu and you get back here.
Yeah, but it's a bit. It's a bit fussy because if you what's the name? If you do 3 options by pressing main menu between them, then you can press back and go back to the options.
Oh, okay.
Because it remembers its word is history way. So it needs some
I'd have to see that in action to understand that, but that's okay.
So you click on do not do it, but you click on restore group. You finish store group. So you click on main menu button. You go back to this menu. Then you click on update group menus. You finish the option. Then you press main menu again. And then you go into file system check. You run it. And then you begin to press back button.
I see.
And you come to the main menu, and back arrow is still there, and you press it, and then you come back to the update group menus. You press back, and you come back to the restore group menu, and so on.
Oh, okay.
That's well, that's because this had some the original implementation had those folders without being expanded, so you didn't have a menu and an option, so and that was it. So you
Yeah.
had the menu, the category or folder, and then you had the final option. So I needed to save the history in order to be able to know where I was.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's so messy right now.
Oh,
But
I see.
anyway, people usually only use one or two options, and so it's not too much of a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
But well, Polish. So now I want to know about your system.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to do it with commands and so on. So there's this thing which on support, which is called boot info script.
Boot
So
info
if you
script.
click, if you
Okay.
click there.
On here. Right there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
Boot.
the
I see one that
third.
says boot info script.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Okay.
And do you know? Yeah, I know you know it. Boot repair disk as an option also for these themes, for this same thing.
Yeah, I used to use that one. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the same thing but in 2 steps.
Oh, okay.
So if you click on run, it will say that it's going to do things. And then once you have finished the option, because it says that it has run okay, you need to go back to the main menu, and then there's the share log button, which will give us a paste bin URL, which you are supposed to paste on the chat or something. But yeah.
So you want me to run this then?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you haven't done yet, yes.
Boot info script was run okay.
Okay, so now if you go into the main menu and choose the share log button.
Show log or share log. Share log. There's share log and then share log on forum. You want the one in the middle?
Yeah, share log. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now we want to run that.
Yeah, we want to run that.
Okay. All right. Now we got boot info script log text, grub easy log text, share log text. Oh, okay. I've seen this before. I completely forgot about all that. Okay.
So you need to choose the boot info script one.
Okay.
So the grub easy is if we wanted to know why it fails.
Okay.
But I know why it fails. It's because it cannot mount the X4.
Okay.
Probably because of the metadata checksum stuff. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I can.
Now, do
I've got it because it's
Oh, did that put it on the paste bin already?
Yeah.
Okay.
It shows on the page.
Oh, okay.
It uses a random user.
Yeah.
Which starts with RESC.
Yeah.
So I know it's
so you've got it right now then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm reading it, and okay. So you can open it in Firefox.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
If you want to, so that we can
look at it together.
Yeah, something.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, F disk.
F disk.
Empty. Okay, if you go to line, where is this? Line 76.
Yeah.
So this is the fdisk dash lu output, sort of.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, F disk,
So,
format disk. F disk is formats the disk, right?
well, fdisk, I don't know what it means actually. So the SDB1 is the
That's my USB stick that I'm booted to right there. The 1.9 gigabyte. That's my USB stick that I'm booted to. SDB1. I mean SDB.
So it's not. It's yeah. So it's not the SD card.
No.
Okay. So it's the Rescatux. Okay. Yeah, I see it.
SDB1 64 MG SDB2.
So.
Oops. What?
So if you look at the 96 line,
yeah,
you will see that the 102 line, it's the X4. So that's probably the home partition. We don't see the size, but that's probably the home partition on the 102 line. And so the other thing that you have, it's the
LVM2.
Yeah,
okay.
The LVM2 is the place where the
that's the
where
boot.
you've got the where you've got the root and the swap partitions.
Well, it says it's the boot right here at the end. Yeah, the LVM2, that's going to have the swap and the root.
No, but this is the A1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And SDA1 is the XT4 boot.
Yeah.
It says at the end. I mean, that's what it says on the end there, boot. And then,
no, but this is an SDA1 is inside your internal hard disk. Doesn't anything to do with the SD card.
Oh yeah, I named that boot. When I reformatted it, I named it boot.
Yeah.
Yeah, SDA. Okay, I got you. I got it now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
So.
I keep thinking it's FAT32. I just got through reformatting it. Let's see.
Yeah,
SDB1.
I don't think it's FAT32.
No, I reformatted it to ext4 about a couple hours ago now.
Okay, so now I need to start another. Maybe not. Another user. Let's hope this doesn't break the audio.
Oh, okay.
Do you copy me in?
Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm running another user on my computer.
Oh, okay.
Because I put the Rescatux and stuff aside. Do you read me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So I put my development stuff in another user so that I don't show personal stuff while listening and so on.
Yeah, yeah.
I heard that your website was in a computer and your personal stuff was in another computer.
Right. Yeah.
So that you didn't have any problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe you might want a user only for the streaming stuff and another user for
normal stuff.
Yeah, I could,
Okay.
but I'm afraid that I don't. I know enough about security to know that I don't know enough about security. So I have to
Yeah.
depend on what comes from Fedora or Debian or whoever, just do the auto
Yeah.
updates. And, I put like
Yeah. It's
failed on my
like
server, I put failed to ban and some things like that. But I'm by no means a security expert, so I kind of err on the side of safety. Still, it's a risk.
okay.
It's
Let's
just
see
having a
if
web
I can.
server.
Okay. So I need to send you an ISO
Okay.
just to see if it works. But how do we do it? Maybe I'm going to use WeTransfer.
Let's see. Do you have well, I mean, you could, if you could, are you running an FTP server?
I can
Or
no,
you could
because
put it.
I use SourceForge, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I can go to SourceForge if you could upload it there, or yeah, or I mean, I guess you could do it on Google Docs, but I don't know what's easiest. What's the easiest thing for you? I can go to SourceForge if you. Actually, I used to be.
I can try this WeTransfer thing and see how it works.
Oh, WeTransfer? Yeah, I've heard of that.
Now I need your email, which is on this other user. Okay. My email.
So you're going to email it to my Gmail then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess so. And as link. Oh, okay. Wait a moment.
Okay.
I can remove emails. We just no, but that's. Can I remove this? Send up to free link. Okay, so okay, this seems to be easy. So where the hell? Yeah. Okay. So you won't get the source codes with this, but it's the GIT one, so it doesn't matter too much because this is not something public.
Oh, okay.
Public.
Yeah.
Where the hell?
Okay.
So. Yeah, I think I can add the MD5 one to transfer. Okay, so now it's doing the upload thing.
Okay.
So it's 1%. So I don't know. It's the free version, so it might. Okay, it says 17 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait a little while on that one then.
No, it says 22 minutes. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
So this is can we go to the live CD? Okay, I'm going to change from. Let me see if it doesn't. I don't think it. Pause. Maybe, I'm not sure. Okay, so if you go into the live CD, and you do a cat of etc apt sources.list. You know what I mean? Not sure if it
let me get. I was
play
gonna
with Ubuntu and so on.
Yeah, let me paste this. I just wanted to save that. I'm just gonna save it. I'll just save it right in my documents folder just to hurry it up. All right. Now, you want me to do not that one? Okay, can we close all this now? This the paste bin stuff from the Rescap.
Yeah.
Okay, now do we need Rescap or well it'll be fine. Okay, now what would you want me to run? You want me to run this in the terminal, right?
Yeah, and LX terminal.
Okay,
so
what was the command? I didn't quite catch the command.
CAT.
Okay.
Space /etc /apt /
Is it / etc?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what?
And then apt sources list.
Is it another /?
Yeah, it's
apt.
This thing. It's well known in the Ubuntu world and so on.
Yeah, and then apt what?
Yeah, it's got in Skype.
Oh, there we go. Sources list.
This is the Yum repository thing, but I don't know where. I think now Yum uses sort of database instead of
yeah, they use
files.
DNF now, and it's different. But I always had trouble with those Yum resources files anyway. I never did quite. I couldn't edit them and get them right. But
yeah, so this should be
okay.
easier.
So these are my repos, my deb repo URLs.
Yeah, so this is on.
So this is the app app sources list. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you need to run this on Rescatux, and there's a name which I want to see if it's a stretch or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So I can explain to you what version and so on.
Yeah. Okay.
So Debian versions.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. GC. So maybe this is GC, but I don't see your.
Oh, you're just looking at these. Okay, yeah, Jesse. I see Jesse 1, 2 times in there. 3, 4. Everyone says Jesse on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's Jesse?
So Jesse is Debian 8.
8. Okay. Yeah.
So if you go into Google and search Debian versions, then there's this Google thing that shows you something from you know that Google shows yeah.
I never done that before, but let's see. Oh yeah, 8. Jesse is 8 and 9 is stretch. Okay.
So this the ISO which I'm uploading is 0. It's based on Debian 9.
9? Oops.
Yeah, so it's from 2017.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's.
Has it finished uploading yet?
No.
No.
I think I need to be here to work, or maybe not. It says 12 minutes, so I'm not sure. I could have uploaded this anywhere else, but yeah.
Oh, is it usually faster on some other servers?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But it's a bit.
What kind of upload speed do you have?
It's supposed to be 50
50 up?
megabytes.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, but this is free. This is a free service. So
I've only
you
got
don't get
10 up.
100%.
I've got 20 down, 200 down, but I've only got 10 up.
Yeah.
And you got 50 up?
This is supposed to be 50-50, but
oh wow. But it's not working very good, is it?
yeah, but then you don't have, it's the peer thing.
Oh, you're sharing. It's a shared connection. You're sharing with your neighbors.
No, an ISP. ISP needs to buy bandwidth from other ISPs in order to connect to their networks, or to connect to the internet backbones with those big bandwidths. So if you don't pay enough, you get slow speeds.
Oh, I see.
So there's this thing about I offer you 50, but you are signing a contract which says that a contract that says that the ISP only has to offer you a minimum of 10% of what you have on your contract.
Oh my!
So they can. I don't know how to explain.
Yeah, I kind of get it.
Yeah, they can play with the speeds from people.
Where are you at? Are you in Spain?
Yeah, Spain.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm in Texas in the USA, and we have a similar. They got some loopholes in their contracts too, but luckily my ISP is actually pretty good. We generally stay right at even just a little bit over our speeds that we're supposed to get. Like I usually get about 210 down and about 11 or 12 up when I do a speed test. But then sometimes it'll get real bad, it'll go down completely for a couple of hours or something, but
so this is, what's the hour difference with New York?
New York? I think they're like 2 hours ahead of us or something like that.
Okay.
Something like that. I'm on Central. I'm in Central Time.
Yeah, so, I know it's 6 hours from
Spain,
Europe to from Spain to New York because of the 11 September. That's
they changed. They did something. They changed it then.
No, so the 11th September was at 9 a.m.
Oh, okay.
New York.
And
that matches the TV news from 3 p.m. in Spain.
Oh, okay.
So this is 6 hours.
Oh, okay.
So I know the 6 hours from the event.
So it's 5:14 p.m. here. Of course, you can see that, I guess. So I can't even. I'm tired. My eyes are tired. I'm tired. My brain's tired now. I've been up all night. But so you're 6 hours after me then. So you're 6 hours later than me. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. You say it's 6.
5:15.
I'm on the other user, so that the upload goes faster.
I see. Yeah, it's 5:15 p.m. here for me now. So whatever that is.
So 7 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so half past 12 here.
Okay, I see. So getting late for you then.
What?
Getting late for you then.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
It's late, but it's like it depends on what you do, but it's like you go to sleep 1 hour before. so it's not too much.
Uh-huh.
Because it's like I know there are some countries in Central America, like Venezuela and so on,
Uh-huh.
that they get up at 4 or 5 a.m.
Right, yeah.
because sun appears
Uh-huh.
in the sky
Uh-huh.
at that hour or something.
Yeah, yeah.
We will never get up at 5 a.m.
Oh,
in
I
Spain.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, we might get up at 7 or 8 a.m.
Oh, okay.
So that's if they get up at 5 or 6 a.m., that means that they go to sleep at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
So maybe you go to sleep at 10 p.m., you know, in Texas.
Yeah, if you're normal. If you're normal, you do. I'm not normal.
Yeah.
I live on a rotating schedule.
So you say you were up all the night.
Yeah, I'll be getting up early for a week, and then 4 to 8 in the morning, anywhere from there, and then the next thing you know, I stay up too long working on stuff. Usually is what happens, or even just watching videos too long. And the next thing you know, like the other day, a night or two ago, I watched videos till 3:30. I got into bed at 3:30 in the morning, so then I slept all day.
That's late. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just goofy like that. So, but when you're messing with computers, it really doesn't matter if you do it in the daytime or the nighttime. So that's pretty much all I do.
Are you retired or something?
Yeah, I'm retired, and
okay, that explains it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's see.
This is 96%, so it's going to finish in a minute. So
Okay, good.
That's nice.
I'm gonna have to have a quick break. I'm about to die here.
Okay.
I got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Going to send you the URL when it's finished.
Okay.
On Skype or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. This is a strange URL.
Yeah. I mean, you can explain stuff on the stream if you wanted, but I wish I had. If you had the video chat, I could just put you on the thing, and you could just explain things.
Yeah, I have the video, but I'm not. I don't think I'm ready to.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't add too much that I'm. My face is shown. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I feel the same way, but
usually
I don't care anymore.
Desktop capture thing.
Yeah.
So, if you don't mind, I'm going to wait a moment. This is nuts. I'm going to give you. I'm going to send you the URL.
Okay.
Skype. So I guess you know how to use MD5.
Yeah.
So you should be.
I do
using it.
I use the. I do it with the Fedora, with the commands in Fedora. I don't know the commands out of the top of my head.
Yeah. No, but you do it on. No. This is what I'm sending to you. You should download it on your system.
Yeah.
And then burn it onto an USB. So this is Rescatux, a new version of Rescatux, which is kind of beta, alpha, something.
Okay.
So it's not a thing that you need to do inside our running Rescatux, but on your Fedora usual system.
I think.
Let's
see. Yeah.
So you leave it downloading the big file, and then you do your break, and we continue. We close the call, and you call me later, and
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll call you back when I get done with my little break then.
Why
All
the
right.
hell I'm checking the cat ATC APT.
Okay.
I'm not live.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to. I'm gonna
Okay.
have to take off.
Yeah.
I've got an emergency now. I'll be back in a little
Okay.
bit.
You call me later.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
Thanks.
See you.
Thank you for your help.
Yeah.
Okay.
And thank you for testing.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Okay. Bye.